that down. Let's move on to this, shall we? Even before Endgame, it's not like everything Marvel did and touched turned to gold. I mean, they had a couple of struggles here and there. Like, listen, you make 24, however many movies they had by Endgame, whether that was movie 21, 22, 23, I can't remember. But when you make that many movies, of course you're going to have some bumps along the road, right? One of the most famous ones is Edgar Wright was supposed to do Ant-Man. And that never materialized. Now, I thought we still got a very, very good Ant-Man with that Peyton Reed did. I really liked that first Ant-Man movie. But, that happened. We got Iron Man 2. We got Thor 2. Not everything prior to that. And there was the Inhumans. Disney was going to do the Inhumans. It was on their big, guide, their big timeline chart, Inhumans. And then, there was that whole battle between Kevin Feige on the movie side and Ike Perlmutter on the television side. And Kevin Feige was like, I have nothing to do with anything they're doing on television. That Inhumans, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., none of that has anything to do with me. And he kind of separated himself from that. So there was that Inhumans thing that never went anywhere. I still remember going to the movie theater to watch the first couple of episodes of Inhumans, all excited to see it because they were showing it in theaters first. Oh, to quote Chris Carr, woof. It was so bad. So horribly bad. Despite the fact that they amassed a really good cast.
Yeah, Ramsey Bolton in there.
Yeah, they actually put together a very good cast. And it was just horrible. Now, post-Endgame, they tried to pull together another team, Eternals. A movie that, frankly, I like more every time I watch it. I don't think it's a top shelf Marvel film by any stretch of imagination. I think it's a very underappreciated film. I think it was very different for a Marvel film. I really enjoyed it, but you can't deny that it was also one of Marvel's first real whoopsies when it came to the box office. Like, ooh, not many people went to go see that. Ray, I think it was 400 something million. Can you look up what the Eternals got there?
Sure.
I think it was like 400 something million. Anyway, I thought it was really good though. And it even ended with like the Eternals will return. Remember they put that little thing up on the screen?
Yep.
Yeah, it made 402.
$402 million. So basically a Black Adam. Woof.
Opening was 71 million. So
yeah, not super great. I mean, a solid opening, but not super great. And like until Captain America 4 came along, we still had that whole matter of a celestial named Tiamat still kind of hanging out in the ocean that nobody ever even referenced. At any rate, or that a giant celestial appeared in the sky and with Erisham the judge saying, I will return for judgment. I'm sure it's fine. Nobody ever mentioned it again. So anyway, so a lot of people have kind of thought for good reason that Inhumans and the Eternals were just gone bye-bye. Well, maybe not. Because Kevin Feige had some interesting comments to say. This comes to us. It says, during an interview with Cinepop promoting Marvel Studios' upcoming slate, Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige offered fans a surprisingly optimistic update on the prospects of the Eternals and Inhumans being brought back into the fold in the MCU. Kevin Feige said the following: "We're very proud of Eternals, and that cast was incredible. We'd be lucky to get any of them back at some point. And Inhumans, we had a cameo of Black Bolt and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and we'll see where, if, and when they return," Feige teased. Now, look, this statement is far from any kind of official confirmation that Eternals or the Inhumans are about to be back in the MCU. But it is at least the first time we've had Feige acknowledge them in a while and kind of even offer up the option that they may come back at some point. Now, look, there is also a way of looking at this of Kevin Feige just kind of hedging his bets and saying, like deep down, I know, like a 5-year-old Brad kid goes, I want to go back to Disneyland. You're never going back to Disneyland. Maybe someday, Jimmy. Like maybe Kevin Feige knows full well they're never going to touch Inhumans or Eternals again. And he's just saying, oh, you never know, everybody. But that doesn't seem to be part of Kevin Feige's makeup. He doesn't seem to do that often. And if he's saying that, look, there is still a possibility we could look at having Eternals and Inhumans again, that doesn't necessarily mean it will happen. But I believe if he's saying that, that to me means he has had some talks, or there has been discussions, or there have been proposals, or there have been pitches, or there's things he's still looking at. For me, I'm 50-50 on this. On the one hand, I would love to see more of the Eternals. I loved the characters. I really did. I thought the characters were, I mean, to have more of Druig and who is the speedster? Makari?
Makari.
I want more of them. Like they're only one of 3 romantic relationships in comic book movies I've ever liked. Like there was like Peter and not even MJ, Peter and Gwen in The Amazing Spider-Man. I thought Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone's chemistry was fabulous. Tony and Pepper, love that one. Pretty much all the rest of them can go to hell. The only other romantic relationship I really liked in comic book movies is Druig and Makari. I want more of that. But I also loved all the other characters. So I would love to see more Eternals. Not so much the Inhumans. Like the Inhumans was so bad that it's left an unremovable scar on my taste buds. I can never get beyond that. But the other thing is this. With the X-Men coming, there's really no need for the Inhumans. The Inhumans were almost in a way a mutant replacement is kind of how they were treated. A mutant substitute, mutant light, if you will. And so narratively, I see no purpose for Inhumans. Legacy-wise, it's such a bad taste in my mouth what they tried to do with them before. Even though it was cool seeing Black Bolt pop up in Multiverse, that was kind of cool. But yeah, I would love to see Eternals, not so much Inhumans. Hey guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Public Rec. Guys, we all know finding pants that both look good and feel good has always been a major challenge. Public Rec's Daymaker pants are here to make sure you stay comfy and classy this season. I absolutely love that they feel like your favorite sweats, but they look like tailored pants. They're super stretchy with an elastic waistband so you can wear them anywhere. The first thing I noticed when I put these pants on was they go on and feel just like my most comfortable pair of sweats, yet they look so good. Another great thing about these pants is, when you order comfortable pants, you only get to pick from like small, medium, or large and extra large sizes, but with Daymaker pants, you get to select the exact width and length that you need. Public Rec not only has the most comfortable pants made, but they have a huge selection of high quality everyday basics, like this beautiful hoodie I was wearing on the show the other day. So stop suffering in regular pants and give the gift of comfort this holiday season. For a limited time only, our listeners get 20% off when you use the code Campea at checkout. That's 20% off with the code Campea at publicrec.com. And listen, after you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support the John Campea Show and tell them that we sent you. Say goodbye to pants that put up a fight, because when comfort meets style, you've found Public Rec. Anyway, Chris, what do you make of Kevin Feige's comments? And would you want to see either Eternals or Inhumans or both or neither return?
This has that very big fixin' energy to me. We're fixing to get the Eternals and the Inhumans back in here. And yeah, Kirkland X-Men is kind of how the Inhumans felt. Like what I could go get at Costco. And it wasn't executed well. In the comics, the Inhumans, don't get me wrong, there's some really cool stories with them. There's some really interesting stuff. Some of the things just don't translate particularly well to film, I don't think. And they need some real work to make it actually work on screen. And I feel like this was kind of spaghetti at the wall when we did the television series of just, let's try some stuff out. And it didn't work. I would really like, honestly, to have the Eternals come back. I enjoyed that movie. I know it's not for everyone. I know a lot of people found it very polarizing, but I liked it.
Yeah, me too.
And we still, again, just like we just talked about with the Acolyte, there's still some threads there that we need to tie up, right? So I think you have to include them to some degree so that the universe makes sense. Because right now, well, I can intellectually understand how the people of Earth are like, oh my God, and now there's some weird deity coming out of the ocean. I've had it. I've got superhero fatigue because I can't deal with this real world shit. I understand narratively that could happen. But I do think people of Earth would be very concerned about all the things that have still happened to their planet and haven't been dealt with. So I feel like these really big builds that we've had that came to no conclusion whatsoever, you have to address. So that means we do have to at least talk about the Eternals. We have to have them show up in other people's properties. Do I think they'll get their own movie again? Maybe not. I'd like them to, but I don't think the majority of folks do. So maybe we'll have them peppered into other shows, other team ups in movies, that sort of thing. And the Inhumans, they can show up when they want, but I feel like the better move is to sort out your mutant situation and figure that out before then you start talking about these people who have this weird mist that can then give them powers.
Trigger
and they've
latent
lived on the
genes
moon.
that
Yeah.
gives us your powers. Like so
Exactly.
X-Men, so mutants.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Do you think Kevin Feige, I mean, who just kind of brought them up, do you think there are serious thoughts about bringing back the Eternals and the Inhumans? Is there one you'd like to see back? Maybe both, maybe neither. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.